Hello YouTube, Pilot Wannabe here, and we're on the ground in Sudbury, and we are heading to the Ottawa-Gatineau airport. And today's flight, we will have 55 passengers and 700 kilos of cargo. Let's jump in the flight deck and start getting things going. So we are in a semi-warm state. Let's take that nose wheel steering off. Let's fire up the FMS, parking brake, gust locks, and let's fire up the arc dues. Alright, we've got, let's tie the main bus tie. Let's go for external power. And everything's looking good here. Let's put our position lights on. Put on some panel lighting. Okay, recirc fans on. Let's open the door, let those passengers board. Oop, there we go, that should do it. Put this passenger signs on so that they'll start to load a little bit more quickly. Alright. So we can see here, we have our nav data, it's up to date, we'll accept that. And get the GPU fired up. Let's get those doors going. Okay. Looks like we've got DC power. Yep, we have it now. So let's warm up that the heat. All right. Okay, let's fire up. Let's do our fuel planning. Okay, so fuel. Alright, so we have on board 1220 aside in each tank. Oop. $12.20. Enter. 12.20. Enter. Okay, our zero fuel weight today is 23,798. 23,798 gives us a gross weight of 26,238, and it's off slightly. We should have 26,240. I think that's the difference is the taxi fuel. All right. So let's go to our flight plan, and we're going from Charlie Yankee Sierra Bravo. Enter, and we're going to have the Sudbury VOR, which is Yankee Sierra Bravo. Then it'll be, let's go to the list, Victor 316. Which is option 3, and we are going to exit Victor 316 at the Killaloe VOR, which I don't see here. Oh, I did see it. Option 5, and from there we are going to Yankee Oscar Whiskey, which is the Ottawa VOR. And from there, we're going to the Ottawa-Gatineau Airport. Charlie Yankee November Delta. And let's store this flight plan. Might need it again in the future. Okay, let's go back to menu. Oh, do I have to give it a name? I think I do. CYSB CYND 01. Oh, doesn't accept that. Alright, enter. Alright, let's go menu, depart, and it looks like we are taking off today on runway 22. Option 3. 3, there we go. And there's no SIDS, no stars. Okay. Didn't seem to accept that. Menu, depart. 3, enter. Enter. Okay. Didn't seem to like that. Okay. So menu, we're going to arrive, and it's runway 27 is the predicted runway. And there is no star, and we're going to do an RNAV. Option 2. Let's do that again. I skipped over a little something, a little too quick. Option 2, enter, no star, and the approach. Runway 2 RNAV, and we're going to do the new deck transition. There we go. And just to speed things along, I'm going to take that out, that no link out. And I think that'll make our lives a little bit better. And we are going to go from YSB, option 2, to YYB, and hopefully we're going to be able to pick that up. Okay, let's accept on FMS number 2. We'll cross-fill the fuel, cross-fill the flight plan, and remove that flashing message. Let's see what that says. Let's go from option 2 to YYB. Beautiful. Now they both should be the same. Okay. Let's bring up our checklist. Oh, not quite. Getting a little ahead of ourselves. So, nav source is FMS1. And the barometric pressure here in Sudbury, well, let's get that. 122.0.
Charlie, Yankee, Sierra, Bravo, airport information. Kilo 2300, Zulu, weather, wind, calm, visibility 10, sky condition, few clouds at 3000, temperature -7, dew point -12, altimeter 2998, advise on initial contact, you have information.
2998.
Charlie, Yankee, Sierra, Bravo, airport information. Kilo 2300, Zulu, weather, wind, calm, visibility.
Put that to Unicom.
Few clouds at 3000, temperature -7, dew point -12, altimeter 2998, advise on initial contact.
Okay. Alright, so we've got that. Decision height, let's wind that down to 0. And minimum descent altitude, MDA, we want to put that 1,000 feet above field elevation. So we're about 1160 there. It's actually 1143. So we're going to wind it up to 2143 or thereabouts. There we go. And our V speeds, I have a script for that. Let's It's going to be a flaps 5 takeoff, which is option 1. And we'll press the go around button. And let me bring up some Sudbury charts here. Okay, so departures. For Sudbury. There's only one departure. It is the Sudbury 2 departure. And we're going to be using runway 22. So it's a heading of 220 and climb maintain 4,000 feet and await vectors. Okay, pretty straightforward. And let's see. For Victor 316, we should be on a course of a radial 115. Okay, so let's try to do this properly. Okay, the Sudbury VOR is 112.3. So 112.3. And we should be on a course of 1 on the radial 115. Can't see that right now. Okay, so let's go to the nav. Press the whole format button. And course 115. Okay, that should do it for us. So we will put heading, runway heading of 220. And alt to 4,000 feet. Heading select, alt select. So, heading select selected, go around and alt select. I think we are good to go. Let's put our nav source back on ILS. There we go. VOR 112.3 and course 115. Okay, we'll put this on FMS 2. I believe that's 2. It is. All right. So let's go back to doors. And let's bring up our checklist and get ready to go. So documentation is on board. Batteries are checked. Okay, they're charging and the temperatures are good. Main bus tie is tied. It is. External power and APU is on. Battery temps are checked. Bus voltage is okay. Safety equipment checked. Landing gear down and the pins are in. Well, gear is down and there's our 3 pins, which is not really modeled. They're always there. Engine intake doors are green, and they are. Circuit breakers are in, but they're not modeled. Alt gear door inhibit switch, which is this guy here. It's supposed to be all the way in. Okay. Fire and smoke detection tested. Well, it's not the first flight. We'll say it is tested. Bleed air is off. It is off, and the circ fans are on. Pressurization set. Elevation in Gatineau is 211. So there we go. Pressurization set and checked. Packs are in auto. Emergency lights are armed. Is that this one? Ah, there we go. Armed. Okay. Fuel transfer and quantity off, and the fuel is quantity. Didn't want to do that. Stop moving around like crazy. Okay, transfers off and the quantity is 220 aside. Parking brake pressure is okay. And the brakes are set. Power condition levers. Power disconnect and fuel is at cutoff. Condition levers are at cutoff. Nose wheel steering is off. It is. FMS is set. Takeoff and departure briefing is complete. Let's get those lights on a little bit there. Okay, so before start checklist. Trims times 3. Alright, so trim 1 is okay. Trim 2 is okay. We're going to need about 8 units to the right to counteract the torque. So trims are set. Doors and fueling lights are out. Alright, well, door's still open, so let's close up that door. Alright, doors closed. Passenger signs are on. They are. Cabin report is received. Flight deck door is locked. Anti-collision can go to red. APO bleeds can come off, but they weren't on to begin with. We'll put them on min anyway. I guess we better start up that APU. And check the master battery. Okay. We are good. So let us data, services, and cancel the GPU. We'll wait till that comes on. There it goes. And external power can come off. And cancel the GPU. And that will disappear shortly. Okay, so we are ready for pushback, and runway 22 is over yonder, so we're going to go nose to the left. Start pushback sequence. Okay, so let's release the parking brake. Turn the engine ignitions on to normal. Starting number 2. See how well we're doing. Don't want to be going back too far. Let's go nose to the left now. Alright, parking brake is on. starting number 1. Alright, so let's put our anti-skid on. Alright. So number 1 is coming up. Oil temperature and pressure are in the green. Temperature is rising. ITT is in the green. Engine is stabilized. Okay, so let's go full RPM on the props, and let's turn off the APU and main bus tie off. Alright, after start checklist, APU is off, main bus tie is off, electrical panels are checked. Batteries are charging and temperatures are okay. Condition levers are max. And now we can set auto feather, fuel pumps 1 and 2, standby hydraulics and PTU. And while we're here, let's test number 3. Pressure number 3 is good. Let's exercise the rudder, fluctuate slightly. Take it off, close it, and the pressure will drop. We'll exercise the elevator some more. Okay. Auto feather selected, fuel pumps, hydraulics, flaps and speeds cross-checked. Alright, so we have our V-speed set and flaps 5 takeoff. Set and indicated. It's good. Okay, let us check our rudder. Full left, full right, and neutral. Ailerons full left, neutral, full right. And elevator full up, full down, and neutral. Okay. Nose wheel steering can come on. PFD, MFD, and ED are set and are ready to go. Bleeds can come on. And we're on minimum for takeoff. De-ice pressure. This guy right here, we have pressure. Ice protection. Well, I don't see any clouds. And it is -7. I don't think we'll need ice protection. I don't see any visible moisture. And transponder TCAS. So let's go transponder code 0316. We're going to squawk 0316. No, that's not what we want to do. Press and hold. There we go. We are on Unicom. Okay, so after takeoff checklist complete. Okay, let's put our logo lights on for the heck of it, and taxi lights are on. Alright, let's feed in a bit of power. You can hear the sound of the props changing slightly. And brakes off. Alright, taxi checklist. Brakes. Brakes are good. Takeoff warning. It's good. Takeoff power is NTOP. That is correct. Flight instruments have been checked. Hydraulic number 3 has been checked. yaw dampener can come on. Clearance is received and the cabin is clear. Alright, we are ready to go. Taxiing to runway 22. Clear on the left, clear on the right. We're about to approach active runway. So slow down a little bit and anti-collision can go to white. Let's get a little bit more power. And there is our runway before us. I think our checklists are omitting a few things. Let's go put the window heat to normal. Pilot side heat can come on. Ooh, almost missed my turn there. Okay, and let's get our side demisters going. I think that's what they are. Side window demist. Whoop. Yep, that's what that was. Alright, we're not picking up the Sudbury VOR just here, just yet. But hopefully once we're in the air... Oh, picking it up now. I wonder where it is on the field. Anyway, we can leave that for another time. Possibly we'll see it when we turn around. All right. I wonder why that is not cleared just yet. All right. Before takeoff checklist, anti-collision lights white, and they are. Landing lights on. Pedostatic and isolation valves are on. Bleeds as required, which are on and minimum. Go around heading and alt select selected. Heading, go around, alt select selected. Caution panel and warning lights are out, and they are, except for parking brake. So it's clear on the left, clear on the right. Been given clearance to go. I forgot about the weather radar. Let's put it on test. Let's go to nav and weather. Alright. It's all good. Let's put it on. Okay. And let's start the clock. We're good to go. I don't think that works too good. Alright, flight mode. Control lock off. Parking brake released. Let's give it some power. So we stick to the runway 22, which will take us in the wrong direction. All right, here we go. Alright, power set. It's 80 knots. Keep her on the center line, 100 knots. V1. Rotate. Positive rate. Gear up. Going to keep it to about 15 degrees. Alright, we're doing good. And there's thrust reduction height. It's back on the power to 900. Nope, not the power. The RPM. Alright. And we'll lower the nose to 10 degrees. Let the aircraft speed up. And we're at flap reduction height. We're going to have to check that button. It's not working. There we go. Flaps set and indicated. And let's go to autopilot. And what is it doing? Okay, because we're at 4,000 feet. Alright, and we are accelerating. So let's power back. Alright, and after takeoff checklist, landing gear up, flaps up, bleeds to normal, climb power set. Bleeds to normal, climb power set. And we're going to simulate being told to get on course. So we're going to come around. And we've been given clearance to 25,000 feet. Okay. So we're going to pitch up to about 10 degrees as we wind that up to 25,000, if I can see it good. There, we're going to put Alt Select in. Alright. Can't see the Sudbury Airport yet. It's behind us and to our left. There it is right there. Alright. So everything seems to be well, except we don't have full power. We're slowing down. Let's bring the power back up. And we are accelerating and descending. We're looking to intercept the 115 radial from the Sudbury VOR. let's do that a little bit more directly. Alright, there's 10,000 feet, lights off. And after we intercept the VOR, we will turn off the passenger signs. I think while we're at it, now that we're wings level, can pitch up to 10 degrees, get a better climb out of it. Alright, so let's arm the nav. Got heading select and VOR is armed. Okay, we're not flying very well corrected, or okay, there we go. We're picking it up. VOR is alive. Alright, we're above 10,000 feet now, so we can reduce our pitch up about 5 degrees, 5 or 6 degrees. Okay. Alright, so here's our Sudbury departure on radial 155 from YSB on Victor 316 to Yankee Yankee Bravo in North Bay. And so now that we are firmly established on course, I am going to go into heading select mode, just so that we don't get any erraticness going on. Go into heading select, and then we'll change nav source to FMS1, and then we will go nav, and it's going to turn us slightly and get us back on course, as we are half a mile off course to the left. Okay, that worked out rather smoothly. I like that. Of course, could have done it on the FMS the entire way, but right from takeoff, that would have been alright. So this Dash 8 Q400 is a great aircraft to fly. Get great frames out of it. And it's very well modeled, very detailed modeled. Alright. I just realized after takeoff checklist would probably be the climb checklist. Altimeters are set, ice protection is as required, pressurization is checked. Yes, we've got a differential, that's good. And our landing elevation is at 249, that's good. Standby hydraulics and PTU can go to normal, and the pumps can come off, and so can auto feather. Alright, climb checklist complete. Could have done that earlier probably. Alright, we're above 18,000 feet. Standard pressure. No, didn't take. There we go. And we can bring down the pitch to 5 degrees. Keep our speed up. As we're 33 nautical miles from North Bay. Okay. Everything's looking good. Very good indeed. Everything looks good here. Okay, so engines are good. Everything's in the green. ITT. Oil temperature and pressure. It's all good. Everything is fine. Alright, we're about to hit our cruising altitude. About 2,500 feet to go. And our wind, it's a right quartering tailwind at 64 knots. So let's go outside and see how things look. So there's Lake Nipissing. North Bay is over here. North Bay Airport should be over here. And the sim is showing everything's frozen over. I can assure you that is not the case. Although, after tomorrow we might have some snow on the ground. In Sudbury. I don't think it will stay long though. The ground is not frozen. Alright, so you know, we're cruising for climbing to 25,000 feet, so I have a little bit, an extra 1,000 feet to go than what I suggested earlier. Anyway, speed's good, rate of climb is good, everything's good. Let's check we'll check our fuel consumption after we've leveled out. There we go, 1,000 feet to go. Bring down our pitch rate. So we'll speed up. And we'll have a smoother intercept of our cruising altitude. And we're just about leveling off now, and our speed is increasing. Another 60 feet to go. All right, most excellent. So we are at cruising altitude. I'm going to bring back the props to 850. there at 850. You can hear the engines wind down, spool down slightly. And we are still accelerating. So at North Bay, we should have 1,995 kilos of fuel on board. 1995. Okay, so let's go to fuel. And Yankee, Yankee Bravo. Enter. When we're overhead, Yankee, Yankee Bravo, we should have 1985. So, we are a little bit short, but it's not off by much, nothing to be concerned about. And with this tailwind behind us, I'm sure things will go very well. Plus our speed is increasing, so that may change before we get, before we actually get there. Actually, we have the page up. We'll keep an eye on it. We're going to be there in 2.5 nautical miles, and our speed is still increasing. Probably see the FMS constantly computing, and might have an update. Okay, we are overhead Yankee Yankee Bravo now. And it says 1984, so we are off by 10 kilos. Okay, so nothing to be concerned about at all. It's probably the first time I've seen it having less fuel than what was predicted by PFPX. But also PFPX wouldn't give me anything other than an altitude of 17,000 feet, so that might be a part of it as well. In any case, we're on course, and our speed is fine, altitude's fine, everything is in the green. So, now that we're here, let's do our vertical planning. And we want to be at NUDAC. Let's see. NUDAC. Nope, don't have that chart up yet. Let me get it up. Chart, that is. RNAV 27. There we go. Alright, so there's RNAV 27. Elevation is 211 feet. And we want to be... doesn't really say. Apparently we should be here at 2,000 feet. So let's say NUDAC at 3,000 feet should do just fine. NUDAC 3, enter. At 3,000 feet. Vertical speed of 1,800. And the message, VNAV is disconnected. Yes, we are aware. And we should be at top of descent in 99 nautical miles, which is 15 minutes from now. So we are cool with that. Alright, so we'll see you just before top of descent. Until then, enjoy the view.